Have you been waiting on prices to go down? You are in luck. Today we're talking about that on today's monthly market update. Hey guys, it's Cole and Darlene with the Bridge Group, and it is time for our
monthly market update.
All right, so as it is our monthly market update, keep in mind that we are not going over August. We're going over the numbers that we have that HAR has put out, and that is typically for the month before. So we're going over July 2023 and comparing it to July 2022. And so I guess I'll kick us off with single family home sales. And you're going to see kind of this trend or this pattern are down, but not by much. And so they're down 8.5%. So July 2022, we were just over 10,053 home sales. In July 2023, we are at 9,223 home sales. So if you remember back to 2020, it was a record that we sold over 10,000 homes in 1 month. Like, it had never been done before that. And so for us to still be around that 10,000 mark, that's good news. We're still, even though it went down 8% over a record.
Days on market rose from 27 to 42 days. It's not a good going up because why? Sorry. Days on market rose from 27 to 42 days.
Now, that's not a good stat going up, right? Now, even though that number is going up, that's not a good one. But what does that mean to go from 27 to 42 days on market? What does that mean for buyers?
For buyers, it just means there's more inventory, so you have more time to make a decision. So that's not a bad thing for you.
Right, but for sellers, I think that's who is really kind of getting turned upside down. Coming from 2020, 2021, 2022, you would put a sign out in the yard and it's gone in 3 or 4 days with multiple offers. Now we're seeing it go from an average of 27 days to 42 days. What does that mean for our sellers?
Yeah, so seller, this is not the COVID market anymore. They're not going in 2 to 3 days. You need to expect your home to sit for a little longer. So 27 days would actually be a good thing.
Yeah, 21, 23, 27 days. That's great. That's record time right now, right? Okay, so another kind of deceiving, the number is going up, but it's not indicative of anything positive here. Months of inventory, where I guess it depends on who you are, buyer or seller. Months of inventory went up from 2.4% to 3.2%, and that's not percent, that is months of inventory. You just talked about days on market going up. This one is also going up, but it's not necessarily a positive thing. And I guess it just depends on who you are, a seller or a buyer. Months of inventory is going to be going up from July 2022 from 2.4 to 3.2 July 2023. That's quite a bit. That's more than we've seen really any time before. What does that mean for our sellers? What does that mean for our buyers? For our sellers, it means that you have more competition than you did. So as we get closer to the holidays, you're going to see that number possibly drop like it usually does every real estate yearly cycle, but you have more to compete with right now. Buyers, what does that mean for you? It means you have more to pick from. And, instead of being rushed like you were 2-3 years ago to hurry up, like put offer in, put a great offer in, make it count, you don't really have that as much anymore. Now for a unicorn property, that 1-story property with a big pie-shaped lot and a pool and spa and all of this, it's still going to go very quickly. But for the majority of the average property, it's not.
The single family average price edged up 0.6% to $428,000.
Yes, and so to me, we have a lot of buyers, we have a lot of sellers, but a lot of our buyers have backed out of the market this year because they're like, well, I'm going to wait for prices to go down. You've seen all these other indications of maybe not the best market, not a bad market, but just we're coming off of 3-4 record years, and they're thinking because the interest rates are higher that prices are going to go down. That's not what we're seeing. We're seeing everything else went down or more in a negative light, and this went up, the average price point. So if you're thinking I'm just going to wait until prices go down, that's not going to happen, or at least that's not what we're seeing here, right?
No. If that's your mindset as a buyer, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because once the interest rates go down, what's going to happen is the market prices are going to go up. So act now.
Yes. All right, Darlene, thanks for joining me today for the monthly market updates. Guys, that is it for this week. If you have any questions about the market, feel free to reach out to us, and we'll see you next week.